Welcome to the Magic City, the football capital of the South, Birmingham, Alabama, home to the UAB Blazers, and the fans here have been eagerly anticipating this clash. Today, a friendly or perhaps not so friendly battle in the Yellowhammer State that will resonate from the Tennessee River Valley to the Wiregrass. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the UAB Blazers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone.
Why is the score just showing this?
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
About to run through your face. Got the score tied up. What the hell is going on?
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Yeah.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Lots of room to run. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close. Tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Absolutely. Now that I took control. Shout out to the senior. Oh, okay. Sorry.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were Jones.
Touchdown, Tigers.
Y'all slow.
Here in the fourth. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And y'all can't tackle. War Eagle.
By 24 over Baylor. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Able to get
Jerk.
just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Blazers want to move quickly.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It'll be a draw.
Yeah, that's what you
He's
get.
knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking downfield, it's King. He'll throw it. And that's incomplete.
Disconnect his ass.
All over him.
Dur-dur-dur.
4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup?
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the 4th quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Ooh. That's fine.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Green 25. Tune Griffin. Terrier.
Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the connection. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd down coming up.
Can we get?
Moves. Hornet.
None of these. They ain't gonna give me the speed out for none of these. Damn it.
Griffin. Timber. Yep. Go.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag.
Come on, set.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
Gorilla.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to pass on second down. Wide open downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Auburn.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball.
Hey, that quarter was stuck.
They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Get him some respectable numbers.
We'll see what this offense can do sitting inside its own 20. Back to pass, it's King. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll run play action.
Thank you.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From his end zone,
why they make me get off so late?
He's taking a deep shot.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Takes it the other way. He's at the 40, the 30.
I got caught finally.
Not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now
War
just go
Eagle.
out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
They had me getting off the ball late.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over.
Oh, come on, man.
Now, do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right,
my bad, y'all.
Enough today. We kick them in the face.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Slab. Gaucho. Squirrel. Arrow.
From the gun. He's got it down the middle. That completion will take them inside the
They still calling timeout.
10-yard line.
Why?
Timeout called there by the defense.
Why are they calling
Desperate to
timeouts?
Get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Bro, we
Going to
up
work in the
2
red zone.
touchdowns.
They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Wide receiver shows motion. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man.
Well,
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Quarterback sneaks ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
take that.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't...
I forgot to adjust the offensive depth chart.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think.
Why would you spike it and then...
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And now the ball. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be.
They wouldn't let me turn around.
And the offense gets the
I guess
ball
that's his
back
change of
in
direction.
rather unceremonious end to this game.
I got to remember to fix the depth chart before the next game.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect
put up 30 in
that
the
you
4th.
perform well enough to do so, that's really hard
With
to
backups.
stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David
79
Pollack, our
rushing
entire
yards.
broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah, our starters in. But +3 in the turnover margin. Oh, when I took over, damn, 6 penalties. My team is out of control. All right, so he ended up 21 for 30, 2 touchdowns. Carried the ball 7 times. got one carry. All right, receiving. Damn, who gave up 2 downs? Come on, bro. You a senior, yo. You only 82 overall, though. Led the team in tackle. Lindsey. Got some sacks, though. Shout out to the senior. 2 interceptions. Let's play another one, y'all.
Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Troy Trojans, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. On the move, he fires. Picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got it.
And now on second down for this offense.
Jackrabbit.
Leaves it with the running back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18.
Set. Hut. Longer. Go. Go.
Wide out in motion.
Gorilla.
Comes out throwing on first down. Fires on the move. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gaucho. Gaucho. Now.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right.
And the ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Auburn! And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
and they just simply can't be stopped. They're up by 28 over Toledo. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Trying to pick up 7 here on 2nd down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one.
Down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The Tigers get enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Go, go! Griffin! Griffin!
He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And the freshman just threw it behind him that time.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field.
Cricket!
And off to Jones. Got enough space. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. There is time on the clock. If there's time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock, you still get out of here, and you still get the win.
first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. With the catch, it's Wade. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
One is in the books. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hey, I forgot to take myself off mute, y'all. My bad. Shout out to Ninkovic. All right, man. So when we come back, damn, man, I didn't play South Carolina so much. But when we come back, we jump into conference play. Ooh. Big games this week. Pittsburgh at USC. Michigan, Kentucky. Rutgers, Miami. Michigan State at Texas. Hawaii still up there. Look at New Mexico State. Hey, man. We ain't getting no votes. Bruh, we ain't getting no votes. I mean, we did play like 3 weak opponents, but damn.